Good afternoon, everyone. This is Tom Sydney Bushnell, aka Numbers, here from Psych Club. To click the click the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you get everything on time as it's released. And I want to wish you all a very happy new year, because today is January 1st, Saturday, January 1st. January is 90, 1st is 72. Add them together is 162. Comes to Trumpology, which is my product that helps you learn the numbers, helps you learn gematria. It's a beginner's audio guide and also a workbook. So I've done some videos in the last 24 hours with a few folk, and some of you would have seen some bits of this. So one thing I wanted to say, actually, also New Year's Day. New Year is 42. Years is 68. Mar-a-Lago. Day is 30. But if you add all those together, it comes to 140, which comes to the Trumps, and it comes to Tom Numbers. So New Year's Day is a great day for everyone. But some of the things that I've realised just in the last, few moments today, but earlier as well, is 2 days ago, I believe it was 2 days ago, maybe three at a push, but I think it was 2 days ago, I bumped into Christopher Eccleston, who's a British actor. One of the roles he's played is Doctor Who. Doctor Who, for those of you that may not know, is a long-running BBC television show. And the central theme is a doctor who's a Time Lord, who's actually a time traveller. And Christopher Eccleston is one of the doctors that's played it. There's been a number of actors that have played that character over time. It's been running a long time. The first episodes were in black and white, just to give you a time reference. Anyway, I said hello to him, nice chap. And then I did the episode with Mark Atwood. Mark's released that on his channel. And we were talking about a whole host of things, one of which was time travel, Tesla, Mar-a-Lago. I spoke about the President Trump's portrait, which I've put a couple of videos out on. And I said that the numbers on Donald J. Trump come to 148. 148 comes to simple gematria. It also comes to Emmett Brown. Emmett Brown had a time machine. Emmett Brown is one of the characters from Back to the Future. Back to the Future, you have to travel at 88 miles per hour. 88 is Trump, equals Trump in simple gematria. You have to travel 88 miles per hour in order to time travel. But also, the word traveller comes to 101. Comes to Melchizedek, comes to system. But time is 47, which is John, which is Sarah, which is France, which is Rachel. It's atomic silver. And the number for atomic silver is 47. But if you add them together, time traveller, that comes to 148. So simple gematria, 148 comes to time traveller, comes to Emmett Brown, comes to Donald J. Trump. Anyway, so I was talking with Mark about these bits and pieces, and also in the episode with Janine, Tarot by Janine, on her channel, we did an episode last night, just before New Year's kicked off here in England, and later in Canada in Janine's time. So check that episode out on Sending Ravens over on Janine's channel. We talked about a number of these wonderful things in gematria, and Tesla, and I mentioned Mar-a-Lago. Anyway, so I was sharing some pictures from my clip when I filmed President Trump's painting called The Visionary, and it's called The Visionary, which is 165, which is resurrection, which is free Tesla energy, Christ bloodline, the other physics that one talks about. I did an episode. The full episode is the full 3 pieces are out now. We're also going to put out an episode with all of it all joined together, but the 3 episodes are out now. And you may have to look for those episodes, but I let you know last week where they would be. So, anyway, so I put out a short video on YouTube, and I had the painting of President Trump up, and I sent it to a few people. I sent it to Mark Atwood, and he immediately sent back a picture of one of the Time Lords, Doctor Who, one of the Doctor Who's, a man's name by, well, the actor's name was Peter Davison, and he was famously known for being Doctor Who. I think it was, I can't remember which one, 5th or 6th. I know the audience will correct me on that. I think he was the one after Tom Baker, actually. I'm pretty sure he was. So, but anyway, the thing that really stood out that Mark was pointing out was the President Trump portrait. He's wearing a cricket jumper. Cricket is an English sport. It's an empire sport. It's not an American sport. I mean, there might be some small groups in America that play it, but it's not one of the big American sports. It's an English sport, it's an Australian sport, it's an empire, the old British Empire, that's where it stems from. So that's an interesting thought. But Peter Davison, the Doctor Who character, would wear a cricket jumper. So Mark sent me that picture. So I've sent him a screenshot of my short video on YouTube, which I'd encourage you to watch and share. And President Trump's in a cricket jumper, but I've put over the top, I've written across it 148 Donald J. Trump, in brackets time traveller, and simple gematria, because they both equal 148. So Mark sends me the picture of Peter Davison, one of the Doctor Who's, wearing a cricket jumper, and he's a time traveller. And just over here, I won't be able to get to it today, but I mentioned before that Lord's cricket ground is just very close to Regent's Park, and England won the World Cup there just the year before 2020, so in 2019. But cricket equals checkmate 69, it equals people, it equals Texas, it equals Atlanta, it equals a few things. Yeah, Lords, Time Lords, Doctor Who. Now get this one, people, okay? So Mar-a-Lago equals 68. Baron, Donald's son, equals 68. Market equals 68. Stock equals 68. Easter equals 68. Baron is spelt with 2 R's in this instance. The Ingersoll Lockwood books spell Baron Trump with just 1 R. So it's 50, which is Donald, which is Eileen, which is America, which is Paul. Interesting enough, in Iowa, where I first met Scott McKay, Rachel Right Side Blonde, Jason Cisneros, and a whole host of others. Janine, not Tarot by Janine, but the other Janine, I'll be doing an episode with at the end of January. I met them all in Iowa, but when I went to meet Rachel and her family, I went with Annie, and we were driving, and there's a road called Ingersoll, I think it's Road or Ingersoll Drive, one of the main roads just outside of Des Moines. So Ingersoll Lockwood, the Time Travel series, the Trump Time Traveller series books. So you can see how all this is connecting, everyone. Okay. So I'll be doing an episode soon with Nick, not Nicholas Van Armin in this instance, another Nick, and we'll be talking about Tartaria. Mark was the first one that introduced me to that, and I'm sure I'll do some pieces with Mark on that shortly. But that made me think of the word TARDIS. Now TARDIS is the blue phone box that the Doctor Who uses to time travel. And I was watching an episode with Nicholas Armin, and I can't remember this guy's name. If to forgive me, I'd like to do an episode with you, but it's popped out of my head right now. It's Alan. I think it's Alan or Colin. I can't remember, but he's known for doing stuff about ETs and extraterrestrials, and well, they are ETs, but aliens, etc. And he talks about an experience how he would go into, another dimensional portal, and it would open up into a huge area. And when he came back out, it would just be a small, I think he gives an analogy of a car. That's the same thing with the TARDIS in Doctor Who. So there's a phone, there's a blue phone box, and the Doctor would go inside the phone box, but that was his actual time travel machine. And then there was this huge open space inside, so it was dimensionally not normal from what we would understand in just our regular 3D world. But the reason I mentioned TARDIS is it's similar to the word Tartarian. I might have been saying Targaryen earlier from Game of Thrones, but I think on that as well. But Tartaria. And if you spell the word TARDIS, which is the Doctor Who's time travel device, time travel machine, time travel being 125, dark to light, time travel 125 being John Kennedy. TARDIS is TARDIS, and that spells out to 71. And 71 is Psych. It's my channel, Psych Club, so TARDIS Club, Psych Club. I only really realised this one about 20 minutes ago, maybe less than that. 71 is smart, 71 is Diana Spencer, 71 is the inverse of 17, and I spoke about that last week to everyone, so if you want to find the 107 episodes, you know where they are. And going back to Mar-a-Lago 68, yeah. I do this sometimes. I think of a few things at once. So, anyway, it's the beauty of the 5D. So, Baron is 68. Mar-a-Lago is 68. Guess what else is 68? Doctor Who is 68. Doctor Who is 68. That's where I've discovered I knew the time travel existed. I knew President Trump was a time traveller, but the connection with Doctor Who just happened on me with Mark Atwood just an hour or so ago. And Mar-a-Lago is 68, but Doctor Who, so DR, Doctor, which is 22. 22 is MAGA, which is Deal, which is the name Lee. There's a few Lees that I know. AU is the atomic symbol for gold, AU. A being 1, U being 21. Add them together comes to 22. So Doctor, DR, Doctor Who. Who is best? 46. President Trump was born in 1946. 46 is the atomic number for palladium. And are we in a play? I just took us over there to the theatre, the great amphitheatre in Regent's Park. Outdoor theatre. I saw Russell Brand there a few years ago, actually. Yeah. But if you do the full, if you spell it out, if you spell Doctor itself, D-O-C-T-O-R, comes to 75. And Who again is 46. Add those together, so 75 plus 46. Doctor Who comes to 121. Comes to Revelation. Comes to the Second Coming. Comes to Golden Jubilee. Comes to Revelation. 121 is 11 times 11. John F. Kennedy, John Kennedy, 125 time travel. He has executive order to do his silver. and it was 11110. That was the order. So as one says, you can drop the zeros. I don't always do that, you don't have to, but one way to do it is to drop the zeros. Comes to 1111. 11 times 11 is 121, which is Doctor Who. And Doctor Who, just DRHWO, comes to 68, which is Mar-a-Lago, and that's where I filmed the portrait video of President Trump, of Donald J. Trump, 148, simple gematria 148, time traveler 148. God bless everyone, speak soon, look forward to everything coming in 2022.